I am so proud to finally announce Non-Stop-World 2.
Talking to strangers on best decision I ever made. Reality is limits and the internet's my lane. Talking to strangers on best decision I ever made. Reality is limits and the come and watch me. Come and
On July 18th, 2020, Nonstopworld 2 was opened to the public. The online furry con/rave was a sequel to Nonstopworld 1, which was held in early 2019. However, this year was different. Much different. The COVID-19 pandemic had absolutely destroyed the furry convention scene. No major cons had been held since March, and all these fluff butts were antsy to get together again. But you can't just host a con during a global pandemic, right? Right? I'm just seeing people like flood into the room. That's hilarious. Nonstopworld 2 was hosted at the Hyatt Regency O'Hare in Rosemont, Illinois, or at least the Minecraft version of it. According to Draz, one of the members of Nonstop Pup's Thrive or Die task force, 4,000 images were analyzed and months of work were put into building the Hyatt. After the sets were over, some crazy after parties ensued. But what's a con if there's no merch to buy? Fear not. Only a short walk away from the main stage was a virtual dealer's den. There were dozens of real-life artists selling all sorts of art. You could even buy physical things to be shipped right to your door, such as these stickers from gumroad.com/dangerprime. Not sponsored, by the way. I'm just good friends with Dana, and she makes some awesome stickers, 2 of which adorn my Prius. Go buy her stuff, like right now. So, Nonstopworld 2 had a hotel and a dealer's den, but how are the accommodations when it came to the raves? I'm happy to report that the Thrive or Die task force delivered. Do you remember that Greco-Roman Colosseum from the intro? That was the stage. And, I mean, come on, just look at it. That was one of the prettiest builds on the entire map. Complete with a giant crying fox, Nonstop Pup's signature centipede dog, and colored beacons forming the Progress Pride flag, the dance floor welcomed all. And finally, the yeet and potatoes of it all, the DJs. This year, emphasis was put on DJs who are people of color. These DJs came from all cultural backgrounds. The countries of Australia, Lebanon, El Salvador, Japan, Afghanistan, Chile, Guatemala, Austria, Cuba, Korea, Indonesia, Vietnam, Portugal, China, and Mexico were all represented in the lineup, making it the most POC representative furry event lineup of all time. I enjoyed every second of it, but my favorite DJs had to be Poolboy for the best memes, Bad Girl for the most hype, Kime Time and Shins, whose set was literally just Simlish versions of pop songs, and Russelbuck for the most feels and nostalgia. When their Nonstopworld themed rendition of Vitamin C's Graduation started playing, I'm sure I wasn't the only one who was on the verge of crying. And for that matter, the entirety of Nonstopworld was beautiful. Sure, there were a whole lot of memes and extraordinary builds, but I'm talking beautiful in a different sense. By far the most touching things about Nonstopworld 2 were the heartfelt memorials to the late Dogbomb and Rick May. Those 2 builds reminded me that, while the furry community enjoys its laughs on the surface, deep down we're a tightly knit community that always has each other's back. We take special pride in creative types, people who are BIPOC, and the LGBTQ+ community. We honor the past, make the most out of the present, and look to the future with optimistic eyes. Even though con season may be on hold for a while, Nonstopworld 2 definitely filled that gap. I'm incredibly thankful for Nonstop Pup and the Thrive or Die task force for putting this all together. And shout out to you guys for helping raise over $4,300 for Direct Relief COVID-19 and NAACP Legal Defense Fund charities. Thank you to my friends Dr. Pineapple, Akai, Halsey, and Lexi for exploring the con with me. Thank you to my friend Bailey for jumping off the giant pop-up bottle just to see me. And finally, thank you, dear viewer, for letting me share this amazing event with you. If you didn't make it this year, I hope you can make it to a future Nonstopworld. It was definitely an amazing experience that I will remember for a long, long time. Adventure awaits.